Hello, hello! Good afternoon, my fellow detectives. Super Geek Girl here, and welcome once again to the SGG Detective Agency. I hope you guys are having a lovely Tuesday. Hello, everybody. Hello, Gabe. Hello, Proxy. Hello, Sleepy, Maddie, 14 Rings. NSM, thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys are having a good one. Glad to see everybody. So, we are at the end of another month, it seems. And it seems, apparently, April Fool's Day has come a bit early. Well, I say early. It is technically April 1st in Japan. And, Gabe, dude, I don't know if I'm happy that you sent this to me or if I'm disgusted. I'm verging on disgusted. So since it is officially April 1st in Japan, the 100 Girlfriends Twitter account has announced a new girlfriend. And who here has seen it? Yeah, announced with the biggest possible quotations. Well, it would just be quicker for me to show you. So if you guys will just follow me over to my desk for a second. If you guys will follow me over here for a moment. Congratulations! We have a new girlfriend. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the show, let me explain who this monstrosity of a character is. This is Baba Anzu. This is the vice principal of Ohanamitsu High School, where Rintaro and all his friends go to school. That is the correct reaction. That is the correct reaction. Thank you for that. Also, side note, I got it working, so yay! But anyway. Oh, it didn't play? Really? I heard it. I heard it play. I'll have to look into that. I thought I fixed that. Yep, but the plushies work. Ouch. Thank you. The plushies pack a hit. But yeah, no, this is a gag. It's a gag, girlfriend, but I cannot tell you how much I hate this character design so much. Though I will say she is responsible for me making a Sonic reference in 100 Girlfriends, so it's fine. Oh, the illustration. I really don't want to show the illustration because the illustration's kind of... I mean, there's nothing objectionable in it. It's just, there's a lot of movement where there shouldn't be movement. Maybe I should just show you guys. It's already in the Discord server, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the official art that they showed. A super special reveal of a memorable scene. Yeah, it's memorable. It's memorable for all the wrong reasons. Anyway, enough of her. Enough of this. I think we've gotten the idea. Just on a whole, I really don't like April Fool's Day. Hey, you know what? If I had to be subjected to that, you guys had to be subjected to it too. You can all thank Gabe. He's the one who first inflicted that psychic damage on me. Go blame him. No, I will not say thank you for that. That does not deserve welcoming. Oh, good grief. Though I am probably going to stay off of social media for a good while tomorrow, just because I know that there's going to be some BS floating around. Don't believe anything that's announced tomorrow, by the way. Like, I'm just not a huge fan of April Fool's Day. I've seen like way too many people use April Fool's Day for really hateful and hurtful pranks. And then they just get to blow it off and be like, haha, it's April Fool's, I was kidding. I've been burned one too many times by bad April Fool's gags, so I'm not playing around with it anymore. Though I will say, like, the only like good April Fool's Day thing that I've seen has been Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That did release on April Fool's Day, and that had no business being as good of a April Fool's gag as it was. I was hired on April Fool's Day. Were you? Did you have to Did you have to like double check? Be like, wait, can we sign the paperwork tomorrow instead of today? Can we just make it official tomorrow just cuz I just want to make sure, okay? Double and triple check. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. If I say I've become a potato farmer tomorrow, assume I've got a brainworm. Now, just assume that you're playing Harvest Moon or something. Or your farm sim of choice, I should say. The only April Fool's joke I like are the ones that are so obviously fake. Sorry, we're canceling 100 girlfriends to make way for 1 million significant others of unspecified genders. Yeah, actually, that's pretty strong. that unironically sounds like a show that they would make. I remember a few years ago, I made an April Fool's prank where I said that somewhere season 2 of 100 Girlfriends was going to release in early 25. That was more of a prediction than a prank. I wouldn't call that a prank. Please show off Yamame in the coming days to make up for this actual travesty of a hag. I mean, I really doubt, like I've been saying, I really doubt that they're just going to keep it at 2 girlfriends for season 3. They've got to release at least a few more. Because I don't know how long the idol arc lasts in the manga. I think it only is a couple of chapters from what I recall. But yeah, they've got to bring in a few more. Absolutely. They need to do a cute alien queen as a girlfriend. Man, I keep telling you. That second episode when Hakari and Karane and Rentaro did their 3-way kiss, they summoned the UFO. I promise you that she is going to show up as a girlfriend. I promise you there's going to be an alien girlfriend. There has to be. It's only 3 chapters. It's only 3 chapters, but they're making it look like it's going to be the entire season. I love it. I love that they like are not afraid to troll their fans. Can't wait for Apollo to grant the gift of prophecy for April Fool's Day. Yeah, I don't think Cassandra would be pleased by that. I'm not gonna. I'll be perfectly honest with you, Dooffish. When I said Apollo, when I saw Apollo, the first thing that came to my mind was Apollo Justice. The brain rot has already begun. I mean, begun. The brain rot never even left. Let's be real here. Yes. I would love to be able to continue it this weekend. Unfortunately, I've had some stuff come up last minute, so there won't be any streams this weekend, I'm afraid. I've had some family announce that they're coming into town last minute, so we'll have to continue. We'll continue Ace Attorney. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. We'll continue it. Brainwatt is set in so badly for me to make an Arcana list for Apollo's journey. I did see that, and I love it. God, the Persona Ace Attorney crossover is just going to keep getting stronger from this point forward. Apollo is a god associated with the law, so him being the namesake of our new lawyer makes sense. What is his name in Japanese, actually? I never... Like I said, I've kind of stayed away from the Apollo Justice stuff, so I don't know what his name is in Japanese. Okay, got it. His name in Japanese is Hosuke Odoroki. So Odoroki means a surprise, and the kanji for Hosuke, I'm reading this off the official wiki here. The kanji for Hosuke, the first one, it means law, and Suke is a common suffix for a male Japanese name. This makes the meaning of his first name... Wait! His name literally translates to law boy. What? That's dumb! I mean, it's Ace Attorney. All of the names are gonna be dumb, but just go around calling him law boy? Come on! His full Japanese name roughly translates to a surprising man of law. Okay, well, that's alright, I guess. Law boy, though. Law boy is so stupid. Oh, I love it. I love it. We need either a detective girlfriend or a lawyer girlfriend for 100 Girlfriends. I'm sure we're gonna get at least one of those. I mean, we're not even... What are we up to? Like, girlfriend number 30 now? Are we officially up to 30? Or 34? 34. So we still have somewhere in the 30s. Let's just say somewhere in the 30s. We still have over 60 girlfriends to go. The opportunities for them, one of them being like a detective or a law student or something like that, is very, very high. Let's see here. The only April Fool's joke I've liked is when Scott Cawthorn trolls FNAF fans with fake teasers that are sometimes actually real. I get the feeling if Gooseworks posts anything tomorrow, like, we already treat Gooseworks posts with a level of suspicion, so I'm not trusting anything that comes out tomorrow. Just... We already do have it in Turnabout Tsundere with Detective Shizuka, Defense Attorney Karade, and Prosecutor Nano. I really do want to check that game out. I really do. Again, I don't think I will be able to stream it, but I do want to check it out at some point. But speaking of Ace Attorney, before we get into today's game, we've got a little bit of unfinished business. During my debut stream on Saturday, I did a tier list of Ace Attorney cases. My intent was that we do both the original trilogy and the Ace Attorney Investigations duology. That was my intent. Unfortunately, I misjudged how much I could yap about Ace Attorney, and we were only able to get through the original trilogy. So to rectify that, before we get into today's investigation, I would like to finish up the tier list and add the Ace Attorney Investigations duology onto there. And before anyone asks, yes, upon completion of Apollo Justice and, by extension, Great Ace Attorney, those cases will be added to the tier list once we have completed them. Who's the judge? Oh, May is the judge in Turnabout Tsundere. That actually fits perfectly. That fits perfectly. I think the other girlfriends are witnesses, I think. You're questioning them on the stand as Karade? From what I've seen from the game, the other girlfriends are all witnesses and what have you. There is no jury. This is the Japanese legal system. Jury is only for capital offense cases. But that changes. I'm not going to say that changes, but doesn't Great Ace Attorney have a jury system? Of course, Great Ace Attorney, I believe, takes place in England, so that would probably explain it. Where does that leave Rentaro? He's been accused. He's the one being accused of murder. I don't know, actually. It would make sense if Rentaro were the client. I mean, that would be the only way that it would make sense for me. All the season 2 girls, aside from side counsel Kurumi, are jurors in the second case. Yeah, okay. Got it. Oh, but I'll see what I can do. Great Ace Attorney is mostly in Britain. A few times there's Japan, but the majority of cases is in Britain, so there is a jury. Okay. I don't need to know how the jury system works. I just know that there is a jury. And I know that there's a gameplay mechanic tied to them, but we'll worry about all that when we get to Great Ace Attorney, which will not be for a while, seeing as how we just started Apollo Justice Trilogy. So we've got about 3 more games to work through before we can get to Great Ace. But I am already eagerly anticipating the day where I finally meet Herlock Sholmes for myself and see why everyone is insisting that I'm going to love this guy. I'm very much looking forward to that. No, why back? Oh man. Herlock Sholmes is him, but well, yeah, then yeah, I am gonna like him already. Okay. Get your bonks in now, I guess. Thank you. Rentaro isn't the defendant. He's the victim of the first case. Hakari is charged with the crime of stealing his clothes while he is showering. Yeah, no, that tracks. That 100% tracks. Oh man, I'll see what I can do. I really do want to play that, but ugh. Anyway, maybe fingers crossed, maybe I can work something out. For now, however, let us head back to my desk and let's finish out the tier list, shall we? Okay, music's still going, just so I have... Okay. So, we've got our tier list back from exactly where we left it on Saturday. Just as a reminder for everybody where we left off last time. I'm still mixed on how I feel about the name change. In the Japanese version, Herlock Sholmes is actually Sherlock Holmes. But since the Doyle estate is super litigious for stupid reasons, we had a name change for the localization. But yeah, with how stupid the names are in Ace Attorney, Herlock Sholmes actually kind of fits. Though, didn't Phoenix actually say Sherlock Holmes at one point? Am I remembering that correctly? Or was that fixed for the original trilogy? I'm not sure. But I seem to recall him calling himself like, oh yeah, Sherlock Holmes II, baby, right here. Or whatever he was saying. Okay, in the first game he compares himself to Sherlock. It's funny because there's that, but I remember very distinctly in Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Eddie makes a reference to actual Herlock Sholmes instead of Sherlock Holmes. I'd arguably say Herlock is a better Sherlock Holmes representation than Benedict Cumberbatch. Whoa. Oh, honey, you're about to make a whole lot of Super Wholockians really upset. Like, is that... Are they still around, or has that whole thing died out, Super Wholock? I remember, like, that was the fandom drama hub back in my day. Oh god, I've just aged myself like 20 years saying that. Like, does anybody else here remember the insanity that was Super Wholock? It was like a big interconnected universe between Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock. It was, and there were a lot of fangirls running around and being absolute terrors about the whole thing. So yeah, probably for the best that I missed out on that. Even though I was a fan of both Doctor Who and, admittedly, I did kind of like the BBC's Sherlock. I didn't think that he was really Sherlocky enough, but they had some interesting bits. There was some interesting stuff going on there. Never did see Supernatural, though. I feel like I probably should. I probably would appreciate it now, but back in the day, it just didn't really appeal to me. BBC Sherlock mischaracterized the character. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, it doesn't seem, he didn't seem all that Sherlocky to me. I mean, I did like how they, like, did his powers of observation and everything. I thought that was kind of cool. They had some good ideas. They had some good aesthetics, but overall, it was just kind of, it doesn't hold a candle to Jeremy Brent's portrayal of Sherlock, or heck, even RDJ. The Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes films, I really enjoyed those. I don't know how close they are to the OG Sherlock, but I just remember them being fun rides. They're just fun films. Also, I also love in the RDJ films the fact that this is shown in a few interpretations of Sherlock, but Sherlock can throw hands. Sherlock can absolutely throw hands when necessary. Like, you have that whole pit fighting scene in the RDJ version. I think there's like an episode or two where Jeremy Brent beats the snot out of somebody. And I think what made me think of that was I keep seeing the trailers for Young Sherlock everywhere, and one of the things that the actor says is, "I'm more of a thinker than a fighter," or, you know, whatever horrible British accent that was. So it's just like, okay, that's fine, but he does fight. He can fight. Like, don't say that. Don't say he's more of a thinker. He is more of a thinker than a fighter, but he also can throw hands. So don't sell him short like that. I don't know. It's stuff like that that makes me a little uneasy about the Young Sherlock series. I don't know. I may have to bum off somebody's Prime subscription and check it out for myself and come back with a full report, a full investigative report on that. Sherlock does throw hands in canon, so the RDJ films were accurate with that. He did use the box. Yeah. The pit fighting scene was so good. The whole scene was just beautiful. How analytical he was. How did he survive his confrontation with Moriarty? Baritsu, a martial arts style from Japan. No kidding. Yeah, because I remember that there was a big fight scene between him and Moriarty in Game of Shadows, but I don't quite remember how that went down. I like the setup of the desk. Thank you! Yeah, that's one of the things I really love about this new interface is I can switch effortlessly from the middle of the room to the desk with very little effort. It's really cool. I actually got this, and I regret that I did not put this as part of my credits. I will, I think it's on my Twitch, but I didn't actually put it as part of my debut credits. This whole backdrop, the whole detective office, I got from Usaneko Memory on Booth. It was like maybe $20 for the whole thing. And it's really cool because every individual piece is on its own layer, so you can like move anything anywhere you want it to be. I also figured out a way to kind of colorize some of this stuff, just put like a color filter over it, so that it's a little more mixes with my color palette and my aesthetic. But yeah, Usaneko Memory on Booth is where I got this office setup from. And they do good work. They have a lot of backgrounds. They have a lot of great stuff for streamers. So if you're in the market for for new assets and stuff, I highly recommend checking them out. They have great stuff and a lot of great variety. I will fix that in my credits because I can't believe I forgot to put them in there. Sorry. Games of Shadows just throws both of them off the balcony into the waterfall. That's right. That's right. And then everyone thinks that Sherlock is dead, but Sherlock never dies. Except when he does die. But anyway. All of that to say, I am very excited to see... Whoops. I'm very excited to see Sherlock Sholmes when we do eventually get to Great Ace Attorney. But for now, let us, where was it? I need to pull up the bigger versions of the cases. No, not that. Here we go. There actually is a plaque in the real life at said waterfall, the Reichenbach Falls. It reads, "At this fearful place, Sherlock Holmes vanquished Professor Moriarty on May 4th, 1891. How often does a fictional event get immortalized in real life? Not often, but that does remind me of, I think I believe it's in Brussels. There's actually a Columbo statue. I'm not kidding. There is a real life. In fact, I bet I can pull it up right now and show you guys. It's in Budapest. Sorry, not in. I was mistaken. It's in Budapest. It's not in Brussels. But look at that. I don't know why Columbo caught fire in Budapest and became so famous in Budapest that he has his own statue. But how cool is this? How cool is this? This is so neat. It is. And look, they even have his dog. They have dog here as well as part of the statue. Oh, it's so cool. Man, if I ever go to Budapest, I want to find this statue and get a million pictures of it. It's great. It's just so random. Why Budapest of all places? Columbo never went to Budapest. In fact, I think the only foreign places he went to were Britain and Mexico. I think those were the only two, if I recall correctly. He never went to Budapest. He's not Hungarian at all. At least I don't think he's Hungarian. He doesn't really give a lot of info about himself, so we don't know. But it's just so random that there's just a Columbo statue in Hungary of all places. It's so random and weird, and I love it. I love this so much. I want to see this statue in real life someday. I don't have much experience with Sherlock Holmes in media. The ones I'm most familiar with are The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles and Moriarty the Patriot. I need to watch Moriarty the Patriot. Okay, so I actually did watch the first 2 episodes while I was stuck on a plane for 4 hours. And I really, really liked it. But I decided to stop watching it and wait to show my husband, because I felt like it would be something that both of us could enjoy, and then I just kind of forgot about it. Maybe after we've binge watched the latest series of Freerun, maybe we'll do Moriarty the Patriot next. Wasn't there one country that got mad over no Columbo? Was there? I don't recall which one that is. So, what? They didn't have, they were mad that it wasn't airing? Or they were mad at the show just in general? All right, I'm looking it up right now. Oh, it was Romania. It was Romania. Okay, I found it. Romanian people rebelled when they ran out of Columbo episodes. Oh, this is kind of crazy. Okay, we were gonna talk about Ace Attorney, but we're talking about Columbo now instead. So whatever, it's fine. I actually pulled it off on my phone. But let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. If I can just find the same. Yeah, here it is. GnomeFilmSchool.com. Romanian people rebelled when they ran out of Columbo episodes. I vaguely remember hearing about this, but I didn't actually. I just thought, oh, that's weird, and moved on to something else because my brain couldn't, latch onto it. All right, hold on. Let's take a look at this. Spending the past year stuck indoors allowed people to watch lots of old TV shows. Some of us caught up on TV history. For example, did you know that in 1974, Peter Falk had to address the people of Romania to stop an uprising over a lack of Columbo episodes? That is insane! The show originally aired on NBC from 1971 to 1978. Had a reputation for having huge guest stars like John Cassavetes and Leonard Nimoy. I'm not kidding. Leonard Nimoy was a killer in one of the Columbo episodes. That episode is actually one of my favorite ones, A Stitch in Time. It's very good. In Romania, people loved Columbo. They loved it so much that when the show's 1974 season ran out of episodes, they began revolting and the government got very worried. As you can read in the tweet, Twitter user John Frankensteiner done up a 1989 Chicago Tribune article describing the incident. While many people cried bullshit, the AV Club found a Peter Falk interview where he describes the whole incident. Unfortunately, that video is blocked, so we can't actually check it out. So, boo on you guys. Okay, but they actually wrote out the speech. Okay. I'm gonna put on my best Columbo voice for this. Hang on a second, because this is insane. Columbo only averaged about 10 episodes a season. There were not more episodes, but the Romanian people were convinced the government was lying and hoarding the detective series. The U.S. State Department arranged a meeting between Falk and a Romanian representative in New York. They convinced him to read a speech in Romanian to quell the people. The speech was written out phonetically, and thanks to WikiLeaks, we have it for you right here. Okay, hang on. I gotta pull out the Columbo voice for this. Bear with me for a second, guys. Excuse me. Do you have a minute? Hello, I'm Lieutenant Columbo. Sometimes I'm known as Peter Falk. See, when an actor portrays a role, he hopes he's creating a character that the audience can identify with. And from what we've heard here in Hollywood about Romania's acceptance of the Columbo show, I guess we must have been doing something right. Seriously, I can't tell you how much everyone is connected with the Columbo show feels about receiving such heartwarming news. And we would like to thank Romanian television for having put us on the air on Saturdays and Sundays. But most of all of us, myself and the crew and the other actors, we want to thank the Romanian people for their great response to our show. I hope someday I can come to your country and enjoy the traditional culture and hospitality of the Romanian people. But in the meantime, Columbo will be seeing you again on television this fall. Until then, once again, my thanks and my best to everybody. I cannot believe that. That is wild. I mean, I get it. Columbo is just that good that it almost started a war in Romania. Oh man, God bless the show. Anyway, sorry for going off on a little Columbo tangent here. You guys know Columbo was it is my favorite TV show, so I thought that was interesting. Today I learned that there was almost a Romanian civil war over Columbo, so there you go. Alright, but back to the tier list. So, like last time, 5 tiers: cinema, great, good, meh, trash. And I will try to summarize the cases as best as I can remember them. Those are all spoilers, so look at those. So, okay, I already had to pull up. Okay, so, Turnabout Visitor. We'll start with that. The very first case in Ace Attorney Investigations, it literally starts with Miles finding a dead body in his office and then immediately being held at gunpoint. So, you know, high stakes already. As is the case with most cases, it is an introduction case. It kind of shows you the difference with thank you for that. Kind of introduction to how Miles handles cases differently from Phoenix. The whole logic system, which, to be fair, is pretty cut and dried in the first one. The second one does a much better job of expanding on the gameplay. But that's neither here nor there. Blurps aren't sounding off on our end. Are they not? Oh, you know what? Okay, I may not actually have blurps set up on the desk screen. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Sorry, y'all. When you make a show so good, its cancellation literally almost causes a war. Yeah, exactly. It's nuts. Just goes to show you, everybody loves Columbo, and it's still extremely relevant today. But yeah, Turnabout Visitor, I thought it was alright. Again, mostly there to just show how different Miles handles cases than Phoenix. The fact that he was immediately held at gunpoint, like, from day one is hilarious to me. I thought it was solid. Good introduction to the investigations series, so it'll be good. It's a good case. It's a good one. So that brings us to Turnabout Airlines. It is amazing to me how many of these cases literally starts with Miles literally stumbling upon a dead body. Because the exact same thing happens here, but on a plane this time. So not only does Miles have to kind of try to overcome his fear of earthquakes and turbulence, because turbulence and the shaking kind of like brings back the PTSD from earthquakes. The body's literally found in an elevator. Why is there an elevator on a plane? Shut up. That's why. But yes, it does bring Francisca back in. Miles is tied up for a little while, so, you know, that's fun. I don't remember a whole lot about Turnabout Airlines, to be honest. Like, I remember the culprit, I remember, some of the side characters, but as far as, like, the case actually making an impact on me, it really didn't. I don't recall a whole lot about airlines. So for that reason, for the fact that it's kind of a forgettable case for me, it's gonna go in the meh pile. So with that, we'll go to the Kidnapped Turnabout. So this one's fun for a couple of reasons. It introduces us to Lang, and it introduces us to Kay Faraday, so it gets points there. And honestly, that's about it. as far as points, it introduces us to two characters that I love. But the case itself is and Emma's here as well. Emma is also brought in for Kidnapped Turnabout. But yeah, it's the culprit, the characters are like not really all that likable. It does have Phoenix though. Phoenix does show up if you find a very specific spot in the game. You can see Phoenix and Maya and Pearls on a boat, so that's fun too. But again, like, I don't know if the introduction of Kay and Lang is enough to save it from being such a meh case. What even happens in Kidnap Turnabout? I mean, other than there's a, okay, so yeah, Ernesto Armano, one of Miles's, Patreons, I guess is what you call this. His son is kidnapped. Miles is asked to deliver the ransom. He gets knocked upside the head. And the whole thing just goes south from there. So yeah, Lance and Ernest Armano are just, honestly, they just kind of suck as characters in general. There's no sympathy for any of them, neither for Lauren either. Like, there's no sympathy at all for the people involved. So yeah, I wasn't really the only good thing about these cases were Kay and Lang. So I'm gonna throw this in meh as well. I don't hate it. Kay and Lang save it from going into the trash tier. Don't worry, there is going to be a case that's going to go into trash tier. The scene of the crime being owned by the Amanos is the twist that I'm talking about. That I dislike. Yeah, you find out the Amanos are all dirty scumbags. So, like, what even was the point of the case? It was... But again, Kay and Lang save it for me. So that's why I'm putting it only as meh instead of trash. But yeah, I would say it definitely suffers from third case syndrome too in that regard. In that they try to do way too much and introduce way too many characters, and it suffers from all the hallmarks of third case syndrome, and it shows. I hope we'll be able to get a third case someday that won't suck, but we'll see. But that does bring us to my favorite case in investigations. Turnabout Reminisce. It is a flashback episode. I don't know why I like the flashback episodes so much. I guess I just like seeing younger versions of the characters. But we play as a young Miles Edgeworth, who is still under Von Karma's tutelage. We also have baby Francisca tagging along with us, so that's fun. But yeah, we basically learn Kay's backstory, how her father was a prosecutor who was murdered in the courthouse along with a vital witness in his case, and how someone that her father trusted was the one responsible. I'll save the full reveal for a little bit later because it all comes full circle. But the characterization of the fandom calls him Bratworth, Miles' younger version, because he is kind of a brat. The characterization of Bratworth is interesting because they're trying to make him, they're trying to make Miles the hero here. But it's kind of a little at odds with what we know about Miles while he was under Von Karma's tutelage. So there's a little bit of a weird disconnect for me, as far as Reminisce goes. But we do get to see young Gumshoe, we get to see young Kay and young Francisca. We also get this lovely scene, which I love. Miles tried to go Big Brother mode on Kay and help her out, and then she just, like, completely messes up his cravat. Beautiful. But yes, we also find out that Kay's father was part of was the Yatagarasu, a world-famous thief. This case is my favorite purely because it introduces us to my favorite detective in the main series, Tyrell Bad. That's right! Tyrell also made his appearance here, didn't he? I don't see him. There he is. There's Tyrell. There he is. This guy. So, yeah. And that guy is, that guy is Kay's father, Bryn Faraday. Also, I didn't realize this at first, but, the scarf that Bryn has around his neck is a very stereotypical pattern for Japanese thieves. Like, when you see a Japanese version of a thief, they usually have this pattern of scarf that they wear, like, over their head to cover their face and everything. That's a very stereotypical pattern. And it's cute that it's repeated in Kay's design, but in pink. Yeah, she's got the same in pink, which I think that's a very cute touch that I didn't realize before. But getting back to it, this is by and large my favorite case in the game, so it's gonna go in great. I loved it. I thought it was fun. Also, little Francisca is adorable. But now we get to this one. Turnabout Ablaze. The case that should have ended 3 hours sooner than it did. Or at least that's how it felt. This case, as a finale, the setup is fine. The setup is fine. The issue is it takes so goddamn long to complete because the freaking Alba will not back down, even though we completely wreck his entire case 3 or 4 times during our interrogation. But he is just so stubborn, he refuses to give up, and it's not fun. It's not a fun one. I did not like Turnabout Ablaze. It went on way too long. If the case had taken out, like, the last 2 chapters of that whole interrogation, it would have been fine. It would have been a fine case. But the fact that the main villain was just so goddamn stubborn and refused to give up just made this one into an absolute slog of a case. And it's such a shame. It is such a freaking shame. Because this was a really sour note for this game to go out on. And I'm wondering if, like, this case is part of the reason that the game as a whole didn't sell very well and why it took us so long to actually get Ace Attorney Investigations 2 in the West. But yeah. Never mind all the other issues I have with it. Bringing back Larry and Old Bag, there was no reason to do that. I mean, I get it. It's the final case. Bring everybody back in, whatever. It just, again, too much going on. Way, way too long. I severely disliked this case. It is one of the worst Ace Attorney cases I've ever had to sit through. And, it could have just, you could have just cut 2 hours, the last 2 hours out of the case, and you would have been fine. But anyway. That does bring us to the second game, which we finally got here in the States, and I'm very happy about it. Another gripe with the last case, it set up you to be the potential final villain, only for the lackey to be the big bad. Yeah. Again, thank you for reminding me. They did that other thing that I hate, which is the final boss bait and switch. You spend all this time building up Callisto Yu to be this, like, criminal mastermind sort of character. And then at the very end, she's like, oh, actually, I was just the second bad. I'm not the big bad. You want the head vampire. It's that sort of thing, and it drives me up the freaking wall. Alba would have been much more intimidating had he held on to his extraterritorial rights for the entire case, rather than get it taken at the halfway point. Yeah, that part! That right there is where the case should have ended. The minute his extraterritorial rights were stripped, that should have been case closed. That should have been it. But no, he still goes on for like another hour saying that I didn't do it because I said so, and screw you. It's just like, ugh. But anyway, that's enough bitching about Ablaze. That will take us into the next game, Turnabout Trigger. So as far as like first cases go, I don't think this one is as much of a tutorial. This one is much more story-based than the other quote-unquote tutorial cases that we've had. It almost reminds me of the first case in Apollo Justice that we just did, which, yeah, there are some tutorial elements to it, but there's also a really strong story in the first case, which I felt some of the other first cases in Ace Attorney were lacking. Turnabout Amnesia, I'm looking at you. Ablaze caused this mental... You know, I'd almost forgotten about those puns until you brought them back up again. And now I'm pissed off all over again. I'm pissed off all over again. How dare you? All of you were responsible for that. All of you played a hand in that. You made it way worse than it needed to be. Damn it! Let's move on, shall we? Turnabout Trigger, let's go. Okay, as I was saying, much stronger first case by a wide margin. Probably the only gripe that I have with it, I think the only gripe that I have with it is I feel like I wasn't a fan of the president character. The reveal of him being a saggy, gross guy was just kind of like, oh, well, that's disappointing. But really, that's the only like negative I can think about for Turnabout Trigger. It was a solid case. It set the tone really well. I thought it was wonderful. I thought it was it wasn't like, I'm not going to say it was like a masterpiece of a case, but it was a solid case all around, I feel. So yeah, definitely Turnabout Trigger was, pretty good. So that brings us to the captive turnabout. With a murder taking place in a jail cell, the culprit of our first case is now the victim of our second case. And this is the case that kind of like really kicks off the plot, I would say. Also, we get introduced to the most Dark Soulsian character that I've ever seen in Judge Verity Gavel. And my stupid little son Eustace also makes his appearance here. Yes, I've adopted him. I've adopted both him and Apollo. They are both my sons, and I will not hear a mean word said against them. They are a delight. They are a delight to have. The thing is, the sagging president was intentional to show that he's much less intimidating. I get why they did it. I get why they did it. But what did I get bought for? Why? Why? I'm not even thirsting right now. Hello, Nick. Welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. Glad to see you. Oh, good grief. Let's see. 2026 Anime Awards announced the nominees on Thursdays. Voting will be open on that day. So if 100 Girlfriends is nominated for anything in the Anime Awards, you're all going to vote for it by default, yes? Great. Moving on. Because funny, that's why. Yep. Okay, you know what? Valid. Beware of Mama Bear SGG. She will always defend every fictional character she adopts. Yes! Correct. Correct. I have no children of my own, but I do have fictional children, and I will defend them with my life. So, getting back to Captive Turnabout, it introduces Gavel, it introduces Eustace, it introduces a lot of characters that will play a role later on in the story. So, for that reason, for it being the groundwork case, for setting up the events of the rest of the game, it's solid. I do feel like, and I have this argument with a lot of, the Ace Attorney cases. They try to bring in way too many people. Eddie Fender! Yes! He also made I thought he made his appearance in the first case, but maybe I was wrong. I think it was this one. But yes, Eddie Fender, Miles's father's assistant back in the day, also makes his appearance, and Eddie grew on me. I didn't care for him at first, and I still have some issues with him. But Eddie grew on me. I like him a lot better than Larry Butts, let's put it that way. But yes, as this case is a groundwork case for setting up the events for the rest of the game, I thought it was a really good case. A little busy, a lot going on with it, which keeps it from becoming a great case. But I thought it was solid. The second game as a whole is solid. Is much more solid compared to the first one. Like I love it. Kind of fluctuates, but Ace Attorney Investigations 2 and Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, they kind of switch out as being my favorite Ace Attorney game. It kind of depends on the mood that I'm in. But I put Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, up there with Trials and Tribulations. That's how good this game is for me. I love it. Speaking of love, let's get to one of my favorite cases, hands down. I went too far. I went too far in my excitement. Hold on. Where is it? Let's get to one of my absolute favorite cases of all time. Turnabout Legacy. We all assumed he was going to be the new Larry. He kind of is. He kind of was. But I feel like he and Larry would get along really well. Like, they would, like, hang out and drink and talk about women problems together. I totally feel like they would be bros. I do kind of regret giving him Larry's voice. I do wish I had kind of differentiated the voice a little bit, but, you know. What's done is done, and what's on the internet can never go away. So, whatever. Anyway, we have yet another flashback case, but it's also a case that takes place in the current day. Basically, Miles is investigating his father's final case. So not only do we play as Miles, but we also play as his father, Gregory, who has my heart. Best dad in the series. He's got my heart. I love Gregory so much. He is a wonderful, wonderful character. But yes, this case is the case that kind of... Ow! Is this just how it's gonna be every time I talk about a fictional man that I like? Thank you. Thank you for the bonk. Thank you for that. But yes, this is the case that ultimately... This case is the one that changed everything. Because this case directly led into the events of DL6, which led into Gregory's death and set Miles on the course of the rest of his life. So, yes. We have a lot of jumping back and forth in time. We get to see we get to see Gregory and Von Karma go head to head. And in case you needed more of a reminder of how much of a punk-ass bitch Manfred Von Karma is, this case will remind you very quickly of that. But yes, my only gripe with this case is the villain, or the real killer was pretty weak in the motivations and the reason for killing. The whole thing was pretty weak. But that doesn't take away from the fact that this is a fabulous case. It has victims that you really feel sorry for. Like, I really felt for Judy and Samson and the whole situation that they have. You get an insight into Gregory as well, a character who up until now had only been mentioned in passing, but now takes a starring role. And you, like, really see the influence that he had on Miles. I mean, they had to keep the gameplay consistent, so, I mean, there's a gameplay reason as to why Gregory operates the same way as Miles does on investigations, but you could also see some of the differences there. Because, like, I think it said in, like, in Gregory's profile, it's like, Gregory approaches his cases, very sternly and seriously, and Miles, adopted a lot of his, mannerisms, but because Miles is so cold, or he doesn't have tact, because Miles is kind of very aloof and doesn't have his father's, I don't want to say charm, but he doesn't have the same vibe as his dad, so he comes off as very scary as a result of trying to emulate his dad. And I think there's just something so heartbreaking about that. But I love this case. I can never say enough good things about Turnabout Legacy. I adore it so much. Mostly because I adore Gregory Edgeworth so much. He's best dad, and he and Miles both deserve much better than they got in the series. Justice for Gregory Edgeworth. He is best dad. He's best dad. And he and Miles both deserve so much better. They will forever have my heart. But that takes us to the last two cases in the game. I actually liked finding the legal loopholes to finally put Gusto behind bars. I cannot tell you how hype I was when I saw the statute of limitations wasn't actually up. Yes, that was good. I remember how excited I was when I saw it. I was like, oh, we got him. Oh, he fucked up. Oh, he screwed up. He messed up. Ha-ha! We got you! Oh, that was fun. That was fun case. Really fun case. All right, so that brings us to Turnabout Forsaken. And I have issues with this case. And mostly it's because of this girl here. It's because of Kay. To remind you, before this case takes place, Kay is attacked by the true culprit of the case, is given she is given temporary amnesia, which, again, we're doing the amnesia thing again. Yay. And she is accused of murder. They completely destroy Kay's character in this case. And they, for the sake of her having amnesia, they completely destroy her character. And it really upsets me greatly. Because I love Kay Faraday. Again, she is another character that I claim as my own. Because she is a sweet bean and she is so fun. And they just completely demolish her character for the sake of drama. And it's so upsetting. This case also introduces us to, I think no one here will disagree with me, the worst dad in Ace Attorney. Worse than Manfred Von Karma. Excelsius winner. Who is an abusive asshole, and I hate his guts. But yeah, there's just so much darkness going on with this case. And the fact that they massacred Kay's character just for the sake of drama, I have a lot of issues with Turnabout Forsaken. Though I will say, the redeeming part is how Miles willingly gives up his badge so that he can operate outside of the bounds of his profession to save Kay. I do appreciate that. That is baller AF. And I love that part. I love that part of the case. I love him giving up his badge so that he can find out the truth, because there's just something really good about that. But overall, just because of the way that they massacred Kay, I'm not gonna say it's trash, but it is going to go no higher than meh for me, because I'm just that upset about how they ruined Kay's character for this case. But that will bring us to the finale case, Turnabout for the Ages. Now, I don't know how I feel about this title. That's a really hot take. Look, I'm sorry, but you take my favorite character and you ruin her personality just due to a trope that I already hate. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be happy about that. The case itself was fine. The case itself was good and compelling. But the way that they massacred Kay was just unexcusable to me. I can't give it any higher than that. I really can't. Since you started playing The Sims 4 again, you give the Edgeworths much better lives than they do in the Ace Attorney. I do, as a matter of fact. That's why The Sims is my comfort game. I can take the characters that have gone through horrible things and give them happy lives instead. It's good. It's good catharsis for me. Anyway, again, we've got another somewhat convoluted finale case. But I believe this one was handled way, way better than Turnabout Ablaze. Because you get a lot of good moments. You get a lot of good resolution. Characters who have been on your ass for the entire game get their redemption. We get Gavel out from under Excelsius's thumb so that she could actually do her thing as a judge. And Eustace, my sweet little boy, he gets to stand up against his dad and be the one to convict him and take him down, which, again, lovely to see. And the reveal of the real big bad doesn't upset me as much this time, because he's kind of been there from the start of the game. I won't spoil who it is. But I wasn't even mad about the big bad villain reveal, and his whole confrontation felt a lot better than Alba's, because while he was also stubborn, he also didn't overstay his welcome. Overall, I thought the case was very nicely balanced, very nicely paced, and there were some outstanding character moments from some characters that I had very much grown to adore. I thought Turnabout for the Ages was great. I really, really liked it. I didn't like it as much as Legacy. Legacy is still my favorite out of all the Ace Attorney investigation cases. But Ages is right up there, is right below it. It goes Legacy, Ages, Reminisce. That's how it goes. That's the order. That's the top three. And I'll just save that for prosperity, because we will be adding to this upon completion of the Apollo Justice trilogy. The big bad has more intelligence and more to back up his stubbornness and arrogance. Yes. I agree. The big bad was much better in the second game. The second game just in general was better, just hands down. I mean, look, pretty much all of the cases ranked higher than their counterparts from game one. Pretty much all of them did. So yeah. That is my Ace Attorney case tier list as it currently stands. Like I said, we will be revisiting this as we complete Apollo Justice and Great Ace Attorney. We will be coming back to these. So I'm going to hold on to this for posterity, I should say. Even though Ages is a busy case, it's because it builds off of the previous cases. And the big bad being more unassuming and a twist is bold. But its execution was much better. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, and I think that's also an issue that I had with Ablaze, because even though we had been hearing about the Yatagarasu throughout the whole game, and even though the whole Yatagarasu thing did get settled in Ablaze, it still felt a little out of left field for me. Whereas Turnabout for the Ages was a very logical conclusion to the entire storyline of Gavel and Eustace and Excelsius. And the smuggling ring, yeah, the smuggling ring was referenced throughout Investigations 1. It was, but for a while it felt like a throwaway line. The hook was there, but there wasn't anything behind the hook. It was just like, oh, there's a smuggling ring. Okay, moving on to the next case. Bye. It's just like, all right, cool. Is that all we're gonna know? Like, it just kept getting mentioned throughout, and we didn't really get any real meat behind it until the very end of the game. It didn't have the emotional weight that confronting Callisto U could have had. Yeah, I felt like they really wasted Callisto as well. Especially considering what she did. They really wasted that particular confrontation. I would have liked to have seen Kay just run up and deck her. But, you know. Anyway, that's it for geeking out about Ace Attorney for now. Because we have another investigation to get to. So, I'm going to take a quick break to refill my water. When we come back, it is time for our investigation into a little game called The Good Life. So stick around, fellow detectives. I will be back in a few minutes. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. It is time to begin today's investigation. And, aka a Try It Tuesday. The last Try It Tuesday, as this particular format will be moving to Mondays. And being renamed Mystery Mondays, you know, to fit in with the whole detective thing. But, during the last, it wasn't during Next Fest, but, a while back, Steam was running a sale on specifically detective games. So, you know, right up our alley, right? And one of the games that was on sale was a game that I had actually remembered hearing about and thought that it would be really, really cool. And then I never heard anything from it again. And I thought maybe we could check it out and see if it is worth, in fact, looking at, or if it's something that's better left unsaid. So, this is The Good Life. I believe this game came out in 2021, so it's a couple of years old by now. And I didn't do any initial setup before launching this, so this icon appears when the game is saving. Don't turn the power off when you see this icon or horrible things will happen. All right. We got a quirky one on our hands. All right, can I make this any bigger? Hang on. Ah, Jesus. That's loud. All right. First off, let's fix that. There we go. Much better. Now we're in full screen. And this does appear to be a mouse and keyboard, so no need for the controller, even though I'm holding a controller, it's fine. So, this game, like I said, came out in 2021. It was put out by Playism and White Owls. And the director of this game is actually somebody that we're familiar with, for a not great reason. The guy who made this is Swery. And if that name sounds vaguely familiar to you, it's because this is the same guy who did Deadly Premonition. Now, I wanted to like Deadly Premonition, but the game was completely unplayable. It was a buggy, glitchy nightmare to navigate. But I thought that Swery's storytelling was very quirky and interesting. I was intrigued by the story, but I could not soldier through the gameplay to get to the story. Is this game going to have the same issues? I don't think so. I'm hoping that in the time between Deadly Premonition and this game, Swery may have learned how to program a game better. But that alone should tell you kind of the experience that we're in for. Anyway, we're gonna try this out for a little bit. We're gonna see if it really is a good life, or if it's going to go the way of our Deadly Premonition playthrough and be uninstalled immediately upon deletion of completion of this stream. So, actually, I'm going to, before I do that, let me... Okay, I can't really mess with the sound settings at all. That's not a good sign. Oh, because I'm an idiot. Okay. I am going to turn the master volume down just a smidge, because it is quite loud in my headphones. All right, so brace yourselves, guys. Here we go. New game it. If I recall correctly, we're playing a photographer who has come from New York to an idyllic little English village where nothing bad ever happens ever. Probably. We'll see.
One day, by a stroke of luck, a poor orphan named Dick Whittington found himself.
Oh, that is
a cat.
immediately unfortunate name.
The two became close,
Eh.
and the cat proved very useful, working awfully hard for him.
Okay, so we have a boy and his
Before long,
cat.
Whittington
Thank
came
you.
to treasure the cat as an irreplaceable ally.
This is giving
And,
me
sure
vibes
enough,
of Hungarian
after
folk
he
stories.
offered the cat to a merchant ship, Whittington suddenly acquired a massive fortune.
Why would you sell the cat? He was a good
This changed
boy!
Whittington's life forever. But Whittington didn't simply use that fortune for his own benefit. He paid it back to the many people who had helped him over the years.
Oh, okay, so actually maybe he's alright then.
Such philanthropy, coupled with his honest character, led him to marrying a wonderful wife. In
Congratulations!
time, he was even elected Lord Mayor of London. This is the story of Dick Whittington and his cat, one every good Brit knows well.
Okay, I don't know if I have any Brits in the audience, but can you confirm?
Whatever happened to the cat once it had brought good old Whittington all his copper and joy, you ask? Well, nobody seems to know.
Mystery cat?
Not even Dick Whittington himself.
Okay, so we have a boy and his cat. That's fine. Prologue. Rainy Woods. Alright, let's see what we're in for. Will we ever find out what happened to Dick's cat? Big Dick Whittington? I still can't believe Gumshoe called himself that in the anime. What are you guys doing? Sheep? Is this Sheep Simulator? The graphics aren't too bad. Well, I mean the styling. The style isn't too bad. Oh man, I could already hear the intro of Midsummer Murders playing in my head right now.
Well, this is it. Rainy Woods. The way you'd want to come here. They used to call it the happiest town in the world. But that was over 30 years ago. Now I hear it's just fallen to bits and full of weirdos.
Ooh, they are really pushing it with these
If it's
accents.
sightseeing you're after, you'd be better off heading somewhere like Windermere or Grasmere. To each your own, I suppose.
Thanks, Jacksepticeye.
Enjoy the holiday, then.
It's not Jacksepticeye, but it'd be funny if it was.
What a goddamn hellhole.
This is Naomi Hayward, a photographer from New York. Now, why would someone like Naomi come to this far-flung corner of England?
She's on holiday.
Because of all the interesting things to photograph, of course. That's the official line anyway. Her true reasons lie elsewhere. A certain client has asked Naomi to investigate a secret. And she's hoping this job will help her escape a colossal mountain of debt.
And there it is. The
Who is
ultimate
this
impetus for
client?
any investigator,
Well,
paying the rent.
that'll become clear soon enough. Let's just see what happens next, shall we?
So
Well
is
then,
this
Are you ready?
like Hades 2 where she interacts
Ah!
with the
Don't they have pest control around here? You got any
Don't
idea
wipe it
how
off
much
with your
these
bare
sunglasses
hands,
cost?
honey. Come on.
Goddamn hellhole.
Don't just wipe it off with your bare hands. What the hell? Oh.
Welcome to Rainy Woods. This is the happiest town in the world. We're delighted to have you here.
People keep saying that. It makes me think that I don't think you.
How do you do?
Okay, so we do have some voice acting. You know, if you keep having to say that your town is the happiest place in the world, I'm place in the world. Methinks the lady doth protest too much, or something to that effect. All right, time for bad British accents, everyone.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Hayward. I'm Elizabeth Dickens. I've been waiting for you ever since I received word that you'd be arriving in our town today.
The master manipulators strike again.
I beg your pardon?
I wasn't talking to you, girl.
What? Girl?
Anyway, girl, you know where I can find a place to stay around here? Ah, yes, the rude American stereotype, alive and well. Somewhere that's got a clean tub, Wi-Fi, and room service.
Oh, don't you worry, Miss Hayward. I've got your house all sorted for you.
My house?
That's right. No room service, I'm afraid. But it does have a lovely garden. You can use the internet there, too.
Hey, if you think you can rip me off, you're barking up the wrong tree.
What? Oh, my. Rip you off? You're a funny one, Miss Hayward. That house is a gift to you from our town.
A gift? Oh! I think I remember. Like, this is also somewhat Harvest Moon-esque, I think. I think I'm remembering now.
Yes, a gift.
I don't like how they zoomed in super close when they said gift. Again, I'm immediately suspicious. Just, what are you scheming, huh?
Scheming? Why, nothing at all, of course.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why would you give a free house to someone you don't even know?
This is Rainy Woods, the happiest town in the world. We welcome everyone who comes to visit us here. What's more, I heard that you'll be staying with us for quite some time. In which case, it's only proper that you get your own house to rest in at night now, isn't it?
But still...
Oh, that's right. I've also already had your belongings collected from Town Hall and delivered to the house. How about heading there now so you can get yourself sorted? I'm sure you'll love it.
You know, you're pushier than I thought.
Well, I am the one in charge of our Town Hall.
So she's the mayor, then?
Anyway, as I said before, welcome to Rainy Woods. This is the happiest town in the world. Please accept my heartfelt welcome and make yourself at home.
Okay, what are we at the happiest town in the world counter? What is that, 4th time they've said that in as many minutes? The destination icon displayed on the screen is your current destination. Head towards it in order to proceed with the story. Okay! Home is where you make it? Alright. Alright, so she moves pretty slow. What do we got here? We got Grocer and Butcher, we got Mushroom and Evans, Post Shop, Fancy and Bunny. Sure, why not? Coffee shop, can I talk to people? Yes, I can.
Help me out here?
Hey girl, you know what? I changed my mind. Where's the nearest hotel?
Oh my, is something the matter?
I just can't get over how fishy this is. You're really gonna give away a house to someone you don't even know?
Is that really so out of the ordinary? This is the happiest town in the world, after all.
5! Still, it doesn't feel right to me.
Happiness is something that travels from person to person. So whatever you do for someone else will always find its way back to you.
You sound like a crazy person.
Oh, I'm sure you'll come to understand what I mean eventually.
I feel like, yeah, no, you're definitely up to something, ma'am. What about you, sir? He looks like that dude from Ratatouille, actually. Morris Downer.
Morning.
Yes, I haven't seen you around here before. My name is Morris Downer. I run the Downer Hotel B&B.
That's a tough one.
And due to being constantly pursued by the Angel of Death, I haven't slept for the past 30 years. Okay, that's an interesting way to say you suffer from insomnia, but sure, I'll roll with it.
Look,
look forward to getting to know you. Cool! I regret engaging you in conversation. Oh, no? Oh, I guess I can't go that way. Naomi is leaving a bad first impression. She's a New Yorker. She don't care. She don't care what kind of impression she leaves. She's a busy gal on town. She got places to be. I don't know what this accent is, but it sure as hell ain't New York. Alright. Is there a... Can we run at all? Can we sprint? Is there a sprint mechanic? There is not a sprint mechanic. McAvoy Construction. More importantly, where's the pub? It is an accent. Not an accent from anywhere in particular. Okay, so we are having a timer, it looks like. Time does move. 1 second equals 1 minute. It's that sort of setup. Hey, you know what? Not a bad little place. I wouldn't mind living out in the English countryside. Nice, quiet. Just a quick walk away from the pub. Or the market. I'm sure you'll love it. She's got some nerve. It's all dirty, the garden's a mess. This place is even more of a dump than I expected it to be. And it's not even close to the town. I'm in the backwoods within the backwoods.
Jeez.
This is why... Wait, were you trying to summon a persona there? What was that? This is why you can never trust anyone who gives you something for free. But I guess on the bright side, it'll give me total privacy. Considering the reasons I came out to this godforsaken place, it might be the perfect hideout. Does it say Naomi's house there on the top?
Seriously?
Oh. Ugh. Well, at least I have a computer. Ooh, yeah, not as nice on the inside, is it? Dude, I don't want to meet the spiders that made these big spider webs. That's deeply upsetting. Look at all the cobwebs! How long has this place been abandoned? Okay, we got a wood-burning stove, minimal-ass kitchen, bedroom, shower room. Well, I'll wait on taking a shower. Be thankful it's not the backwoods of the backwoods of the backwoods. Backwoodception. It's like the back rooms, except in nature, so it's worse. Alright, let's see the PC. Ugh, so damn slow. First things first, I need to see if my client sent me anything. Watch out. Alright, let's see here. Nice to see you! To see you. Nice. Huh? From the Rainy Woods Info Hub. Do you know the Witch's Forest on the west side of town? Some people say that an honest-to-goodness witch lives deep inside. But could such a spine-tingling rumor be true? Well, this is Rainy Wood, a town full of happiness. 6. Where anything can happen. And if you're not spellbound by tales of witches and witchcrafts, the forest is also a great place to try mushroom picking. We promise it's much more fun than that weird teacher you had in secondary school made it sound. So throw on your anorak and give it a go, but pick responsibly. Eating random mushrooms willy-nilly could lead to a less than magical experience. Be sure to take them to a restaurant and ask the cook there to prepare them for you. That's all for today. Have a good life. Okay, wow, even got terms and conditions and everything. Alright. Well, they really do like their mushrooms here, don't they? Is that why they're the happiest place in the world? Does it have anything to do with the abundance of mushrooms present in this quaint English countryside? Mayhaps the mushrooms are of a magical variety? Should I perhaps have waited until 4:20 to play this game? We'll find out. Greetings from the Raineywood Info Hub, your source for all things Rainy Woods. This week's Gourmet Spotlight. Treat yourself to the ultimate mushroom cuisine. And throwing back at the top pub in Rainy Woods. If you've got a hankering for a shroomy dish, then head on over to Mushroom and Evans, where their meals are curated by the town's very own genius cook and mushroom maniac. You'll question the legality. They're not even trying to hide it! You'll question their legality when the mushrooms dance across your palate like the jewels of the forest they are. A word from the chef. Good grief, I'll have a mountain of mushroom pasta and piping hot pies waiting for you, so pop in anytime. Here's a question for all you pub quiz masters out there. Name one English town that doesn't have a great British pub. We bet you can't. Even in the middle of nowhere, Rainy Woods is no different. 1977 will set you right with fresh ale, ice-cold lagers, and hearty stouts, so be sure to drop in and wet your whistle. A word from the bartender. Just shut up and drink, man. That's all for this issue. Okay. Let's see. Flamingo account registered. Dear Naomi Hayward, this is Lucy Turner from Morning Bell News. I'm sure you've already heard about the new photo sharing service that's taken the world by storm, Flamingo. It has a new type of system where you can make money through advertisement fees paid out by sponsors based on the number of emokes you earn. I thought it might help you pay off a little of your debt, so I made an account for you. The app is already installed on the old PC I sent to your house, so after you read this mail, start up the app and give it a try. I'm rooting for you, and I'll always be here to support you along the way. Morning Bell News, CEO's office, Lucy Turner. Okay, so I'm guessing that she's our boss. This is Lucy Turner from Morning Bell News. If you're reading this, you must have safely made it to Rainy Woods. I'm sure you must be exhausted after such a long trip. So exactly what sort of place is the happiest town in the world? I'm sure it must be like stepping inside a fairy tale. I wish I could go see it myself. But of course, we didn't send you there just so you could enjoy a relaxing, idyllic vacation. We want to know why people call it the happiest town in the world. Your job is to bring that secret to light. As I'm sure you know, the current amount you owe our company is 30 million pounds! What is that in US? That's so much I couldn't believe my ears the first time I heard it. But don't worry, this is your chance to make that astronomical debt disappear in the blink of an eye. During your stay in town, we here at Morning Bell News will send you a series of job requests. We'll pay you handsomely for each job, so be sure to use a portion of your profits to help pay off your debt. By the time you manage to complete all the jobs, I'm sure you'll have managed to pay everything off. And of course, even if you don't manage to do all the jobs, as long as you can unveil the town's secrets to us, we promise to pay out the full reward for all the requests combined. I'm rooting for you, and I'll be here to support you along the way. Yeah, I bet.
Oh, jeez.
30 million, that's Robert. Nah, that's peanuts compared to what Tom Nook charges you. That. Disgusting landlord here. Flamingo, huh? I hate apps like this. But if it'll help me make money off my photos, might as well check it out. Is there anything here that you do like, Naomi? You've been bitching ever since you got to England. I guess I should upload a photo and test it out. Alright. Display tags. Oh, I don't have any tags. Alright. Even the internet out here is prehistoric. This is why I hate the boogies. If I sit and wait for this to finish uploading, I'll be here till the sun goes down. I should head back to town center and start doing some legwork. Naomi is a professional photographer. If you find any subjects worth photographing, don't be afraid to snap a few shots. Aim with Control left, then press left Alt to take a picture. See? It's easy. Once you get used to it, try holding left Control and using I, J, K, and L to aim from a different angle. Once you're all set, just press Alt to activate the shutter. In camera mode, you'll see green marks next to objects and people if they're properly in frame.
If you center it on an object or person, green words known as tags will appear. Tags are important hints to help you complete certain quests and fulfill hot words. After taking a picture, you can press V to check the picture and make sure it has the tag you're after. On Flamingo, there will always be a group of hot words listed with hashtags that can help you earn the most emotes possible. Try to make each picture incorporate as many hot words as possible to earn emotes. Hot words reset at midnight on Mondays and Thursdays, so don't forget to upload your photos while that happens. Before that happens. Yeah, it was... Yeah, no, it's 30 million. It's 30 million. Oh. Picture's been uploaded. Cool. So it's just shy of 40 million. Got it. Oh, did we get another email? Ah, here we go. Dear Naomi Hayward, as written in the subject, your first job is to take pictures of certain inhabitants of the happiest town in the world and upload them to Flamingo. Of course, we don't want you to run out there and photograph any old person. First, we'd like to start with the town hall employees. William Dickens and Rita Barrett. I'm sure they'll be happy to cooperate. Once we confirm that the photos you uploaded match with our list, we will deposit your reward, $10. Wow. They're really paying us for peanuts, aren't they? P.S. I know you don't have the most stable internet out there, so I don't expect you to reply to me every time. Don't worry. I've always got my eyes on you. That's not reassuring. That's not at all reassuring. Everyone in town is a member of either Team Cat or Team Dog. You can tell who's on which team by looking at the icons next to their name. The townspeople will say different things to you depending on the depiction of Naomi's DC gauge, which changes based on offerings made to shrines, the quest you complete, and the first time you play with people as a... Wait, what? What? Hold on. The first time per day you play with people as a cat/dog, or the first time per day you interact with cat/dog formed villagers as a human. Come again? Some people will only offer side quests if you're on their team. When in doubt, try switching sides. Okay. Are we shape-shifting here? Does she have my powers? When you discover a new side quest while working on an existing quest, a prompt will allow you to continue your current quest, or pause it and start the new one. You can switch between quests at any time through the quest list. Okay. Okay, so we're a were-dog or were-cat. It could be one or the other. Okay, so I guess. Guess what? You can plant seeds in your garden. If you plant a seed in your garden and wait over a day, it'll start to grow. Once it's fully grown, you can be able to harvest it as a material. You can also carry objects into your garden and decorate it as you wish. Your garden can only hold so many objects, so be careful. Okay, I don't have any seeds, so I guess we'll worry about that later. I'm not sure where you would purchase seeds right now. For now, let's try and find this side quest here. Apparently, since dog's scientific name is Canis lupus familiaris, would that still count as a werewolf? Close enough. Alright, so where exactly is the town hall? This is the plaza. Oh, okay. Hi, child. John's cameraman. So there's a camera shop here. I wonder if the town hall is back this way. At least it's not a very big place. Oh, okay. I found a caterpillar. A long, thin caterpillar with a rough texture, sandy color, if it's a sour scent when crushed up, can be used in concoctions. They did mention a witch, so witchcraft is not a
too surprising. I wonder if that has anything to do with why people can turn into cats and dogs here.
Basil seeds.
I wonder if I could actually plant those, or... Oh, no, can I set this down? Can I set this down? I didn't mean to pick it up. Okay, so that's the vet clinic. Lake Sutrains, okay. How do I view the map here? V is the map, okay.
Hello, Stumpy! Welcome, welcome! Thanks for tuning in!
We are trying to find Town Hall. Which I'm having a little difficulty locating. Witch House Pharmacy, that's not it. Merchant, hotel, merchant. Okay, McAvoy Construction, Mushroom and Evans, Fancy Bunny, Happy Scones, John's, Downer Hotel. You would think the town hall would be like... would be here in the Central Plaza, but... Okay. Well, Rita's house is right here. Maybe Rita's in her house. Let's go see. SGG is lost. For a moment, I thought I meant... Rude! I'm getting my bearings. I just started this game. It's fine. We're a photographer. We're Frank West. We're trying to take photos of stuff. We're trying to take photos of pictures. Wait, did I say we're trying to take photos of pictures? What the hell did I just say? Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. No data? What do you mean no data? It's the map! Oh, there we go. Can I, like, put a marker on any of this? Or zoom in at all? Oh, Town Hall is off this way. Why is it so far away? I would figure it's like a massive... It's just a regular dot. Why wouldn't it be like a actual business thing? Okay, well, whatever. Just keep going straight, I guess.
Hello, Tyrant! Welcome, welcome! Thanks for tuning in!
The Downer Hotel. That place blows. It sure does. You are not wrong about that. So, I'm guessing this big building down here might be Town Hall. This looks Town Hall-ish. Wait, what are you?
Are you a little hedgehog? Come here!
How do I picture? How do I picture?
Hedgehog! Come here!
No, turn around! Turn around, let me see you! Let me see you! No! Wait! No! Stop! Let me see you! No! Stop! Let me see you! Stop turning around! Stop! Alright, fine. You want a side profile? We'll do a side profile. And... hold on, I need to make sure that I get a perfect shot here. I need to get a perfect shot of this hedgehog. Little closer. It does kind of... No! It does kind of look like a walking durian, doesn't it? It
Get it perfectly in frame. Wonderful. Alright, here we go. John's Gizmos and What's It. I can fix up any cutie no matter how testy or cranky they may be. Don't call inanimate objects cuties, please. Alright, Town Hall. Let's see if we can find someone in here.
Oh my.
Alright. Man, I was thinking that this place was going to be a little livelier, but there's like nobody here. Oh God! Hi! Welcome to my personal space. Miss Hayward, do you have a moment?
Seriously?
Ah! Where did you come from? It'll be a full moon tonight, so I must ask you to refrain from going outside. Huh? It's still a bit too early for you. Once the moon begins to rise, I must ask you to return home quickly and stay indoors. And why exactly do I have to do that? Because I've asked you nicely is why. You mustn't go outside at night.
If you would.
It's for your own good. Main quest. Don't go out tonight. Wait until evening? Well, what if I don't want to? What if I want to dick around? Alright, anything here? Honorary Citizen Registry. I don't know what that means. Finchykins the Owl is apparently an honorary citizen of this town. An owl is an honorary citizen. Okay, cool. You can look through the Town Hall registry at Town Hall. If you ever get confused or can't seem to remember a certain person's name, jog on over and take a peek. Okay, cool. Yeah, these are the people I'm trying to find. William Dickens and Rita Barrett. But... wow, there's actually a lot of people in this town. Lynette, there's Morris. We saw him. There's Elizabeth. Creep. Martha Berryman, Thomas Berryman, John Berryman, Michelle O'Reilly. She looks fun. Alright, well, I guess we'll, is this a werewolf game? Unconfirmed! We're thinking it might be, but we're not 100% sure yet. Okay, so we can't hop gates or anything. Can we squeeze in through here? Yeah, we can. Okay. Well, I guess we'll head home and try again. When did the murders start? Or is that why we're here? I think that's why we're here. We were sent here by a newspaper to investigate why this place is called the quote-unquote happiest town on Earth. Or happiest town in the world. No, I just told you why we're here. We were sent here by a newspaper to investigate why this place is called the happiest town in the world. We're also here to pay off our $3 million debt. Let's see. We picked up some basil seeds, so might as well just plant the basil we got. Alright, well, while we're here, why don't we upload some 6 shots of our hedgehog? Let's see. Let's upload... which one is good? This one's too much shadow. This is probably the best one. It's not that bad of an upload. Oh, hey, look! Our photo is getting likes. Our photo of a single road is getting likes. Alright, so I am going to wait until... I'll go ahead and take a shower. Is it going to be gratuitous? Nope, it's just cut to black. That's fair. I feel so refreshed. You're a journalist, and then you decided, well, might as well farm. Oh, no, we were given the house. The house was given to us as a gift. Instead of staying at a hotel, the mayor decided to give us a house as a gift. It is very weird. I'm immediately suspicious. A root vegetable that's practically a national food in some regions. Wow. Can be served on the side or even as the main dish. Oh, I can plant potatoes. Can I cook potatoes? Can I cook the potatoes? Oh. Sauteed wood mouse. I came up with this one after watching someone cook it in one of those online documentaries. No guarantees about how it tastes. Okay. No! No! No, I don't want to! I don't want to! Why would you have that as an option? Sauteed hedgehog? No! No! I refuse! I will never, ever make a hedgehog. I will never, ever cook a hedgehog. Never, ever. I don't care about the other ones. Mouse squirrel, pine marten, I don't even know what that is. But never, never, I refuse. Will never, ever make a hedgehog. Buttered toast. Okay, I don't have... There's nothing here that I can make with a potato. So, whatever. Eating foods repeatedly at cafes and pubs will allow you to learn how they're supposed to taste. Once you learn the recipe, you can cook the dish up in your home, kitchen, or any outdoor kitchen. Okay, cool. I'm glad. That's deeply upsetting. Deeply upsetting. Time for some beauty care? Sure. Let's see what all we can do here. We just flipped our hair back. Beauty care complete. Cool. Okay, and so... Oh, wow, you can actually dress up your character. That's kind of cute. I mean, it is a farming game, more or less. Crimes against hedgehogs, yeah. It's awful. I hate it. Okay, well, screw it. Let's just go out and see what happens. Okay, it is now nighttime. The girl told me not to go outside at night. That just makes me want to do it even more. Whatever. Time to go check out the town. Snoop around town square. Before that, potatoes. Gotta plant my potatoes. Hold on, let me plant my potatoes first. There. Potats. Potats planted. Alright, let's go see what's going on in this town. Oh, there she is! Oh crap, don't let her see us. She sees me rolling, she's hating. Alright. Let's just go see. I'm sure nothing weird or odd will happen here. I mean, it's not like this is a sweary game or anything. It's not like this is from the same guy who made Deadly Premonition. I'm sure everything will be perfectly normal here. I'm sure everything will be completely normal in this perfectly normal, quaint little English village. Everything will be fine. Everything will be A-okay. It's actually a rather lovely night.
What the? There's cats and dogs all over the place.
Oh, that is a very skinny dog.
Where'd all the people go? There. No way. Is this the town's big secret?
Oh, we stumbled upon it already, huh?
That's right. This town's been hiding a rather beastly secret.
Now this is one hell of a scoop. Elizabeth? Hold on! Hey, lady! Why are you the only one who's still normal?
Don't go out tonight complete. As you make your way through the story, you'll sometimes come across urgent quests. Make sure you don't let yourself get distracted if you want to complete these before you run out of time. Alright, I will, the game is telling me to go this way, so I will go. Or we're just gonna have to chase her down. Alright, fine. We'll play Chase the Wheelchair Girl. Why not? I guarantee you, nothing like this ever happened in Midsummer Murders. Wouldn't that be something if you're just watching Midsummer Murders and all of a sudden Barnaby turns into like a freaking bloodhound or something? Let me guess, she's actually the witch, right? The witch is the one actually running the town and everyone is cursed in the town and you have to break the curse somehow. Oh? Okay. It looks like there's something up on that church bell's tower. That church's bell tower. Maybe it's related to what's happening? I should check it out, and then send a report back to Morning Bell if I find anything. But how the hell am I gonna get up there? No, but she's getting away! Alright, I'll follow you. Well, judging by there's a dog on our screen, I'm assuming we're going to turn into a dog. Judging by the fact that there's been a dog running all over our now loading screen. Also, I really could do with a run button. Or an umbrella. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're in England for real now. Rainy and cold, and there's weird magic shit going on. Oh, we're absolutely in England. Oh yeah, and we're in the witch's forest. Oh, she's 100% the witch. The wheelchair girl is totally a witch. Calling it now. Is she just gonna appear behind us suddenly? Jeez, what's her rush? Where did she go? Goddamn hellhole. No, it's fine. This is just typical Britain. Every British village has that witch's house. Everyone knows that.
realise what you just stepped into, sweetheart? People round here call this place the witch's house.
Are there gonna be a ton of traps that kill me immediately?
Witch's house.
Bum-da-da-da!
Ah!
I'm Pauline Atwood, but everyone calls me the Woodland Witch. Ha!
She's gonna turn us into a newt! Oh, that's okay, we'll get better.
Huh? What's that?
So, what can I do for you?
Oh, you smell like booze.
Hey, tell me where it's against the rules to get absolutely bladdered in the comfort of your own home.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
And who might you be, sweetheart? What's got you badging into me home at this time of night for, eh?
Oh, right. Hey, Granny, do you see a girl named Elizabeth around here? She's a quiet type with red hair who rides around in this crazy high-tech wheelchair. And she just immediately has a blunt. What the hell?
Surely not.
And why exactly are you looking for a girl named Elizabeth?
I thought she was gonna take me somewhere, but then I suddenly lost track of her. And all the other townsfolk turned into... That's right! Something weird's happening in Rainy Woods right now! What's going on? Do they have some sort of device set up that make people hallucinate? Or is it the result of some human experiment? It couldn't possibly be real magic, right?
Huh?
What on earth are you talking about, sweetheart?
Well, anyway, I just need to find a way to get to the top of the church's bell tower. I'm sure I'll be able to solve this mystery as long as I can get to what's up there. That's what my intuition as a pro photographer is telling me.
Phew.
I don't follow, but it looks to me like you've gotten a case of the collywobbles.
Huh? Well, see, I have this big debt, and...
I think I've got just the thing for you. If you wish to solve all your problems, go and gather these things for me. If you can gather them all before time runs out, I'll make a very special concoction for you.
A special concoction?
A concoction that'll make you feel like you could fly right up to the heavens.
So, it'll get me really high? In more ways than one.
What I mean is, I'm sure it'll take you right where you need to go.
Yeah, baby.
Hell yeah! Alright, you sold me. I'll run your little errand for you.
Ah, so simple-minded.
That's one of my strengths. So, what do I need to go get?
3 helpings of catnip and 1 tear fruit.
Yeah.
That's it? This will be easy.
Oh, and a picture of the mural from the area.
A picture of the mural?
You said you're a pro photographer, didn't you? That mural contains the secret recipe I need to create the concoction. Instead of taking notes, I prefer if you just brought me a photo.
Seriously?
Oh, cool. This is just like an RPG. Wow, fourth wall breaking much? Okay, I just memorized all the things you want me to bring back.
Oh, and one last thing. This part's very important, sweetheart. You've got a time limit on all this. Until 8 a.m. and not a tick past it. I can only create the concoction tonight when the moon's surging with power. Creating the concoction at any other time will only serve to weaken its power. So I don't want to see any dilly-dallying. Bring me what I need at once.
Yeah.
Leave it to me, Granny. I'll be back before you know it.
And here's a little parting gift. I get the feeling you're going to become one of my best customers.
Vitality pills. Pills prepared by the Woodland Witch. They're bitter and they taste like crap, but they can restore a ton of health. Oh, Insomniac extract. Special capsules prepared by the Woodland Witch for nights when I can't afford to sleep. Okay, so we have our first official fetch quest. So where do I find tier fruits and catnip and all that? Ah. Oh, that's helpful. Alright, well, I guess we'll, Yeah, that definitely wasn't Elizabeth, or maybe it was actually, ow! Maybe that was actually Elizabeth. I'm not 100% sure, but time does seem to be moving quite quickly, so we need to get a move on. Again, I wish that we had a, I wish we had a run mechanic. Or do we have a run mechanic? I'm not sure. Alright, well, this looks like the thing. Alright, mural, done. Boy, it's a good thing that everything is so close together on this very time-sensitive quest. Things are happening around Anime Japan 2026. I'm gonna check some... Cool, what's happening around 2026? Where are my controls? Okay, never mind. I really could do it for run button. I'm... Oh! Found it! Found the run button finally. Good grief. Okay, this will help expedite things. Okay, we do have a stamina bar. Good to know. Okay, it's over there. Oh, God. Alright, there. Count it times 3. Great. Onwards and forwards. Oh, it's way over there. So it is a little bit like, Deadly Premonition. Can I not hop over these? Shoot. Okay, it is a touch annoying that I have to, run around like this. Alright. We gotta go. We only got 3 hours. Milk is in love with Carne. Who's Milk? Okay, well, luckily her house is right here. I could have just gone here first. Okay, got your stuff.
Huh? What's that?
We able to get everything I asked for, sweetheart.
Oh?
Ooh, 3 heavens of catnip, 1 tier fruit, and you even managed to snap me a shot of that mural. You're more skilled than I took you for, sweetheart.
If you say so.
Now I can finally prepare that secret concoction. 1 sip and all your worries will be whisked away.
I'm glad it was worth gathering up all that crap.
Oh, it was worth it, all right. You find me the ingredients, and I'll make you the concoctions. I'm digging this cushy you're all mine. I
see what you're saying.
I'm digging this cushy you roll mine, I roll yours. See what we got going here.
Good luck with the concocting then.
In vino veritas, in vino veritas. Alcohol.
I have no idea what that says. Alcohol. Oh, hang on. Alcohol brings happiness to all. All who drink become happy. That's what it's saying. Ignoramus et ignorambius. Ow! I'm getting sleepy. Don't pass out at a place called the Witch's House. Don't do that. That's a very bad idea. A special potion concocted by the Woodland Witch. It has a weird smell that sort of prickles my nose, but it'll make me a lot more agile. Meow. Uh-oh. I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here. We're about to turn into a cat.
What the? Everyone's back to normal.
Why, good morning.
Oh, morning.
Lovely day, innit?
Elizabeth. That's right. The church's bell tower. The witch's concoction is supposed to make me higher than a kite. Time to give this thing a try.
She meant figuratively, not... Yep, called it! Called it! We're turning into a cat! We're turning into a cat! She literally has the same powers that I do! No, she still has her sunglasses! How cute! Okay, she's kind of adorable. Proof that you've... Cat's eye sensibility. Proof that you've acquired the sensibility of a cat. Allows you to transform into a cat whenever you want. What? Your transformation to a cat has helped to reawake your animal instincts. The cat's eye sensibility has been added to your key items. Now that you have this, you'll be able to transform into a cat by pressing 2. Let your inner animal out and explore more of Rainy Woods. Alright. I guess we're gonna be a cat now. I guess we're just... Kitty, 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 kitty.
Is something wrong, Naomi? Weren't you going to climb the church's bell tower? Weren't you going to solve this mystery quick so you could get back to New York? Now, do as you're told and head towards your destination.
Okay, Mr. Stanley Parable, sure. I feel like I should switch back to my cat model for this, but I can't right now. And of course, leave it to the cat to find catnip. She's so fast! Such a fast little kitty cat! Have you heard of Go For It Nakamura-kun? Yes, I have! Oh, child? I have heard of it, and I really want to see it. It looks really, really cute. Alright, use your animal vision to easily climb up to areas that would otherwise be inaccessible. While you're a cat, you'll see glowing claw marks in your buildings and walls. Simply hold left control to activate your animal vision, then target the claw marks and press L Alt to leap up surfaces in a single bound. Okay?
We did it!
Okay, bye. Thanks, child. Okay, left control. Alright, no sign of claw marks here. I guess we're going to be closer to the bell tower.
Wait, I see him. I see him. There we go. I'm too close to the wall. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. No, I get it. I get it. That's fine. Being a cat is a little difficult. I mean, I was a cat for 2 years. I should know. Being a cat is a little hard. Meow. Oh. That's weird. Oh, we just got super teleported.
What? Okay, so my next report's gonna be a real doozy, huh?
Don't remove the gem.
Ah! No way!
I told you not to take the gem out. That was a load-bearing gem, you moron!
This blaze, goddamn hellhole.
Really? That's all you have to say is goddamn hellhole?
Afterwards, Naomi returned to the woodland witch and told her what had happened. But the witch just feigned ignorance, claiming her concoction was just a type of natural sedative. The dodgy kind of substance that has somehow skirted the definition of legal.
It was all just a
She
bad
only
trip.
made it up because Naomi looked so distressed. And it certainly wasn't capable of doing anything as preposterous as turning a person into an animal.
Lies and slander!
According to Pauline, when Naomi saw the townspeople turning into animals, it was actually a hallucination caused by the stress of moving to a brand new
Oh,
place.
yeah, sure it
Naturally,
was.
Naomi's client wouldn't be happy to receive such a report.
Sure.
And so it seemed Naomi would not be free of her debts anytime soon. Keep your chin up, Naomi.
At least everything's all sparkly and cute. Alright, do we get a little bit more, or is that it for the demo?
In the 17th century, England experienced two revolutions, the Puritan Revolution and the Glorious.
History lesson, everybody!
After the death of Oliver Cromwell, leader of the Puritan Revolution, the House of Stuart returned to power. Charles II, also known as
I can't
the Merry
believe we're
Monarch,
actually learning about
was
British
next
history
to
in this game.
succeed the throne. Charles II is said to have loved dogs and always carried one wherever he went.
I mean, that's why it's called a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel.
When his beloved dog went missing.
King Charles Spaniels are really cute, though.
This act was laughed off by his people as yet another one of their king's eccentricities. Proof that as a dog lover, Charles II was far ahead of his time. But being a dog lover was not the only thing Charles II was famous for. Wars against other countries, religious issues, conflicts with Parliament, the Great Plague and the Great Fire. His government was constantly deep in the red, and even had to temporarily declare bankruptcy at one point.
Oof, that sounds familiar.
Just 3 years after his death, the Glorious Revolution shook England. But even though his reign had ended, Charles's legacy did not. The Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
There
Even
it
now,
is!
Charles II's favourite breed of dog is still beloved around the world.
We're learning about the history of England through the lens of cats and dogs. That's what's happening. Prologue Part 2. Golden Eggs?
Okay, well, back to our super slow internet, I guess. So damn slow. Alright, time to check my mail. Alright, let's see what we got here. From Dr. Nicholas Anderson. Today I'm forwarding a mail that was originally addressed to you. Usually I forward it without doing any editing, but since the original author, Dr. Nicholas Anderson, has some social issues, I feared his words may be misunderstood without some editorial adjustments. I did my best to summarize his main points for you. Just so you know, the original mail was super heavy and had a ton of images attached to it. Concerning the architecture of Rainy Woods. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Don't worry, I'm right there with you. Upon performing an analysis of some aerial photography we did on the town, we noticed the town and its surrounding areas possess many structures that look similar in composition. Structures we believe to be ancient constructions, generally referred to as shrines, temples, or sanctuaries. I would like to gather some more data, so would you mind investigating these shrines for me? The closest shrine to you has been confirmed to still exist, is located on the hill that overlooks the town. Oh god, it's gonna be an episode of Ancient Aliens! We have discovered that you will be unable to capture the shrines in necessary level of detail using your current camera. We sent out some equipment that should do the trick. Please head to the local camera store to pick up your new camera. I'm expecting great things of you. Please keep doing your best. P.S. Yesterday you sent me a mail that only said full moon, OMG. Did you send it to me by accident? Was it meant for someone else? Since long ago, people have believed that strange things occur on full moon nights, and there are also the legends about what occurred in the Balkans during the Dark Ages. But you can look up trivia like this online if you'd like to know more, of course. That's it for now. Alright, thanks, Lucy Turner. Appreciate it. Alright, let's see. Church statue. We safely received your report and immediately had our historical department perform an investigation on the statue in the church's bell tower. How? The statue was destroyed! How'd you get a report out so quickly? They determined it's a statue of the goddess Britannia. The goddess Britannia is an embodiment of England itself. She is referenced several times in the British patriotic song Rule Britannia. That song is particularly famous for its repeated use of the word never at the end of each stanza. The history of Britannia dates back to the 4th century BC, yet the name is so ancient that it was once used to refer to the land itself when it was a Roman province. This name was later personified into the goddess Britannia around the time Rome crowned its first emperor. If only there was a piece of a statue remaining, we'd be able to perform a scientific test to determine just how old it really is. But since it was reduced to ash through the forces beyond our control, I suppose there's nothing more we can do. Please try and protect our world's valuable pieces of history a little better next time, will you? How was I supposed to know that that was a load-bearing gem, okay? I didn't know! P.S. When you see the word never repeated like that, doesn't it remind you of a raven? No. Lucy actually went to the trouble of summarizing someone else's email? This Dr. Anderson guy must be a royal pain in the ass. And now she wants me to go investigate a shrine? I feel like I saw something that might fit the bill when I woke up on that hill. Oh, whatever. No point in worrying about stuff. First, I need to pick up my new camera. Then I can worry about searching for some weird pagan shrine. I'm more curious about this new camera that the great and powerful Morning Bell was kind enough to send me. I bet it's a state-of-the-art mirrorless camera with high-speed autofocus. I wonder what kind of lens I got. I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. Alright, well I guess next up is getting our new camera. Didn't Go For It Nakamura plan to release in 2021, but then it was canceled? You know, I'm not familiar with, I'm not really all that familiar with the history of the series. So if it was planned to release in 2021, I know it's been around for a while because the Go For It meme has been around for quite some time. But as far as the actual, show itself, I'm not sure. Yeah, the anime's cover went viral because it was so cute, and so many artists wanted to do their versions of it with their blorbos. But the fact that we're finally getting an anime adaptation is really great. I will definitely... Ow! Thank you! Definitely look forward to checking that one out. And the queue grows ever longer. Alright, John Barrowman, what do you have for me? Oh, excuse me, John Barryman.
Hey,
He kind of looks a little like John Barrowman. So, you're the fancy photographer from the city, eh? I got your order. Oh, good. Let's cut right to the chase then. Here you are. I'll finish tuning her up, so she's all ready to go. Old standard camera. A standard photographer's camera. No special features, but it can get most jobs done. It's old, I'll need to be careful.
Seriously?
This is a used camera. God damn it! Morning Bell could easily buy me a brand new one with all the money they're hoarding.
Well, no.
Alright. No need to get your knickers in a twist about it. I prefer the term refurbished and she'll do a bloody good job. How could you complain about such a cutie pie? Cutie pie? Oh, that's right. Gadgets are all cute in their own ways. Especially delicate, complicated sweeties like that camera. Now don't worry, I'll be here to fix her if she ever gets any bumps, bruises, or upsets of any kind. So be nice to her, will ya? She's your work partner now. Trying to guilt trip me, huh? Fine, whatever. I'll see how far I can get with this lady. Now you're talking. No, he seems alright. He's a technophile. It's alright. You can purchase cameras and lenses at John's shop and equip different cameras at any time by pressing tab. You'll want a telephoto lens to capture far away things and wide-angle lens to capture more subjects at once. Used cameras are cheap, but they also break easy. When that happens, you'll have to get John to fix it for you.
Hey.
Alright, so... Ooh, man. These lenses are expensive. Which completely makes sense. Yeah, I used to work for a newspaper, and I once saw my my editor, who is usually a very chill dude, absolutely lose his mind when he dropped a lens on a tile floor and it shattered into a million pieces. Apparently that lens was worth at least $1,000. So I don't blame him for being quite perturbed by that. Camera lenses are expensive, guys. If your photography if your hobby is photography, you've chosen to just be perpetually poor for the rest of your life. Of course, the same can be said about video gaming, I suppose. All right. See if I can head my way up this hill. Okay, no. We cannot, in fact, Skyrim our way up this hill. We must stick to the paths. If we could turn ourselves into a horse, we could Skyrim our way up this hill. Oh. Hello? Oh, I need your picture. Rita Barrett.
How goes it?
I'm Rita Barrett. I work at Town Hall.
Right.
To commemorate our meeting, allow me to recite for you a poem. The question, who are you, is the same as who am I.
That's definitely one hell of a vapid, pointless poem. Okay, cool. I actually need to get a photo of you, ma'am, so if you don't mind, hold still. Smile! I said smile! Alright, how about one where I can actually see both of your eyes? Okay, got it. Thank you.
how are you feeling?
I'm George Fackery? Falcory? I don't know how to say that last name. a medical practitioner and veterinarian. Oh, so you're like 2 doctors in one, huh? I bet you're loaded. Just so you know, I already have a partner named Rita. There's no point in going after me. Too bad. Either way, I'll probably still need your help whenever I get sick, Doc. Wow, the balls on her! Flirting in front of her husband.
Pity.
Hey there. What's with that unnaturally loud sigh that you clearly wanted me to hear? A steel-winged bird resisting the wind, searching for a star in solitude, wavering on 2 lonely wings. Huh? What do you think that poem's about? How should I know? If you want to play guessing games, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Oh. Well.
Truth is, I don't know the answer myself. Okay. I wrote this poem somewhere in town a few days ago, but for the life of me, I can't remember exactly where. You lost me. Try again. And try to make some sense this time.
Troubling.
It's true, I might have had a trip or 2 on my stroll, but inspiration struck me so suddenly, what else was I to do? What did I see that affected me so strongly? What possessed me so that my hand seemed to move on its own? Yeah, self-discovery can be really hard. Now then, if you'll excuse me, won't you find the place where I wrote this poem for me?
Seriously?
Excuse me? I know that I was inspired to write it after seeing something in town. Won't you locate it for me? Are you really asking me to decode that shitty poem just so I can find out where you were when you wrote it? Yes, exactly. And when you find it, I'll pay you a fine reward. You know I'm weak to that sort of talk. You're a pro photographer, yes? In that case, I would quite like you to take a picture of that location for me. Fine. How did the poem go again? Okay, a steel-winged bird resisting the wind, searching for a star in solitude, wavering on 2 lonely wings. That sounds to me like a weather vane of some kind. I mean, you clearly just strung together words without any rhyme or reason, but I'll still try to find the place.
Thank you.
Good. I'm counting on you. Nemosin has forsaken me. Sure, we'll save that for later. For now, let's go ahead and accomplish our actual objective. Getting a photo of the shrine. Okay, and once we have that, I think we just have to go back and upload it, yeah? I did not realize that the left control key was going to be utilized. The left control key is never utilized for anything. That's why I put it as one of my redeem keys. But now I'm constantly getting bonked for no apparent reason. Oh, we're actually like really close by my house. No, why am I getting bonked again? You just want me to keep this here? Is that it? Uma Musume is getting popular in the West, but the downside is that 500k Kitnats got kidnapped. I heard about the Kit Kat thing. That's honestly kind of hilarious to me. Oh, I'm getting really hungry. I don't have anything to cook, so I guess I should probably go get a meal, huh? Let's see, where was that restaurant at? Mushroom and Evans. Yeah, this is it. Oh, and the other guy is here. Perfect.
Good day.
I'm William Dickens, the only novelist who lives in this town, and coincidentally, the greatest novelist in the known world. My genius is a natural talent bestowed upon me by God, what I like to call my ever-flowing fountain of creativity.
Jeez.
I'd like to hear what everyone else calls it. Incidentally, Elizabeth is my younger sister. I do hope we'll maintain an air of civility between the 3 of us.
All right. You don't mind if I sit across from you and take your picture really awkwardly, do you? Of course not. Smile. Thank you.
All right there.
Oh, I believe I met you before. My name's Bruno Evans. I run a cafe called Mushroom and Evans. Cook Curry Fire serves some pretty delicious dishes there, so I do hope you'll drop in at some point. A cafe with delicious food? Alright, I'll check it out.
Feed me! Give me food! Go on, stuff your gums!
Alright, what do we got here? We've got... Ooh, a lot of things, actually. Hang on. Let's see. A blue cheeseburger. That actually sounds really good.
Gimme!
Be seeing you again. Eat it. Ooh, delicious.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
The most expensive. Leave it to me to pick the most expensive thing on the menu. But I saw blue cheeseburger and I immediately was like, hell yeah, give me that blue cheese. Blue cheeseburgers are delicious, and those of you who've never had a blue cheeseburger, like, you're missing out, dude. A blue cheese bacon burger. Oh, that sounds really... I'm making myself hungry. I can't play these sorts of games when I'm hungry. All right. Let's upload the pictures and see what we got. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to... Yeah, upload them all to Flamingo. Got it. Alright. That is a shadowy-ass picture, but whatever, we'll take it. Everyone just looks, like, annoyed at us. No one looks happy to see us. Alright, what about this other picture? What if we just upload this to the internet? I'm sure somebody will make use of that. See? Look how many people liked our crappy hedgehog picture. 262 people liked our crappy hedgehog picture. Just goes to show you hedgehog supremacy. Alright, let's see. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. There we go. Side quest done.
Thanks, as always.
Investigate the shrine on the hill. Working on it. There. Oh, were there more shrines? Oh, there is another shrine. Alright, well, that's fine. Okay, these fences are actually really starting to annoy me because, like... They're just here to make it a maze. They're just here to get in your way and perturb you. Just let me run around on my own accord. Don't make me have to deal with finding openings in cobblestone fences. Come on. This is just, like, I feel like they did this to pad out the runtime. I don't know why I get that feeling, but... Okay, did I just run myself into it? No, okay, there's an opening over here. No, there isn't. I just ran myself into a dead end. Ugh. Like, is there a way I can see where these... No, well... Okay, so it might be better to just stick to the roads and go from there. Okay. Just get back on the main road. Get back on the main road and go from there. Stop trying to take the easy way and just go to the main roads. I mean, I am kind of getting those Deadly Premonition vibes off of this, but it does have a certain amount of jank to it, but it's kind of interesting seeing Swery do like a cozy quote unquote game. But all this running around the overworld with no really quick way to expedite yourself, that's intolerable, that. Can I open the gate? Can I? Apparently it's gonna cost... What? Costs money to open gates? The land surrounding Rainy Woods has been sectioned off by stone walls in order to prevent nosy people from wandering around where they shouldn't be. Oh, well, that explains it. When you want to get past the wall, you'll need to locate a checkpoint. Then all you need to do is pay the necessary toll and you'll be free to pass. Seeing as how you're the one charging to other people's lands, don't you feel it's a polite thing to do? Not really. I would just rather not have to pay. Fine, whatever. I'll pay up. Ow! Rude. Also, this ain't getting me any closer to the shrine, it looks like. Come on, there's gotta be a way in through over here. There's gotta be a way in. No, it does not appear to be the case. Oh. Okay, so not this way. Well, then can you please show me where I'm supposed to go? Instead of just a big red marker? Okay. Ah! But wasn't I just here? Or did I actually need to investigate? I needed to investigate it.
This is the shrine.
I didn't actually have to take a picture of it.
Very interesting. Nope, I'm stumped. These are probably cats and dogs, huh? And that's like a full moon or a new moon, maybe. A shrine dedicated to cats, dogs, and moons. Smells like a mystery, all right.
It looks so old, though. As old as Stonehenge? Nah, it can't be that old. Yeah, I know what this is. I remember hearing about it in art class. Yeah, that's it. Celtic! This is Celtic style. Wait, no, maybe it isn't. Whatever, it looks Celtic, so it's Celtic. End of story. Now to hurry and snap a shot of it so I can send it off already. But I already did. Did I sequence break? If you make an offering at the shrine, it will initiate you, which will allow you to fast travel. Oh, thank God these are fast travels. And she's here again. When did you get here, girl?
When somebody stands in the middle of Stonehenge, where do they actually stand? Inside Stonehenge or outside?
That makes no sense.
Right.
And that's all right. You can barge into someone's living room all you like, but that won't teach you everything there is to know about them. That's all I'm trying to say.
You're a cryptic one, all right. But now that you're here, girl, you mind telling me what went down that night? You know, the night where everyone in town got this together and decided to have some freaky cat and dog party? How come you were the only one who didn't join in?
My, that's a strange question to ask.
Oh, then let me be frank. I was hired to come here and uncover all the dark secrets you're hiding in this little town. So just tell me the truth. You know all about this town's mysteries and secrets, don't you?
You're rather direct, aren't you, Miss Hayward? But I can't tell you just yet. After all, you haven't made the necessary preparations.
Preparations? What do I need to do?
Why, it's simple. Just bring me what I need. 1 rubber sheet and 2 pieces of patchwork leather.
You want me to go find that stuff for you?
Sharp as always, Miss Hayward.
Well, of course I'm sharp. You think an idiot can survive New York? Actually, a lot of them can.
You should be able to have all the materials crafted for you at McAvoy Construction.
I'll finish this stupid fetch quest before you know what hit you.
Music to my ears. I knew I could count on you.
Sure are getting a lot of fetch quests here in this fetch quest game. Running, leaping, hopping shoes. Oh, this is going to be what enables us to get around these stupid fences, isn't it? Do I take fall damage? No, I do not. Yay! No fall damage. Much appreciated. Now the question is, am I going to be able to get to McAvoy Construction before they close? Or am I going to have to wait? Oh my goodness.
How are you faring?
Oh my goodness, guys. Guys, our carpenter is a knight. It's Wanderstop all over again.
Good day. I'm Douglas McAvoy, the premier carpenter of this hamlet.
Hi. You've got a pretty squeaky voice considering how big that armor is.
Whooping would only serve to harass my neighbors of fear. I need only thine ears now.
You.
The path we walk shall be a long and arduous one. Pretty lend me my strength, Naomi Hayward.
Okay. I need some materials. This town is very weird. Is this just how all towns are in Britain? Is this just how Britain is?
Alas, fleshy mortals may not simply pluck materials from the stuff of dreams.
I need 1 rubber sheet and 2 pieces of patchwork leather. Oh my god.
In order to craft our rubber sheet, I shall first require urban sap. The elusive tree blood may easily be procured in the witch's forest. For patchwork leather, I shall require small animal hides, which may be ripped from the bodies of rats and vermin alike. Dost thou fashion thyself a hunter?
Okay, but what if I just... I can't purchase them. Okay. Boo! Get out of here, bot! Mods, do your thing! I thought I got rid of one, but... Thank you. Much appreciated. Alright, yeah, we're starting to get very fetch questy here. Humans and dogs just don't move fast enough to catch nimble little animals and birds. Press LT as a cat and activate animal vision. Lock onto your target, then press LT to perform a fast jump. Alright, so... into cat mode. I said... Got it! Great, now I just need to find one more. Oh, did I... Okay, but I got that one already. It is interesting that they make such use of the controls, though. The control stick ones. Williams Garden, no. I wonder if she recognizes that I'm a cat now. Oh, there's another one. Nope. Darn it.
So everyone's gonna turn into a cat and dog now? Cat? Was that a friend? This game is very weird. Yeah, you know what? I think I've seen enough of this game, honestly. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know if it's hooked me yet, though. We might come back to this one. I'm not sure yet. But that's the good life. We might return to it at a later date. But for now, I think that's gonna do it for me. I need to go ahead and head out. Also, I'm kind of losing my voice, so I need to go ahead and get on some vocal rest. We will be back on Thursday with Persona 3 Reload. So again, no streams this weekend. I will be back the following Monday with Mystery Monday and some more games and stuff to talk about. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Super Geek Girl signing off. Stay super, everyone. And I will see you on Thursday for Persona 3. Have a great rest of your night, everyone.